What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Starfield. Where I'm losing my fucking mind. Won't you come join me? Don't answer me. Don't let me in. Don't let me win. Don't answer me. Stay on your island. Don't let me in. Run away from everything you see. Don't answer me. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da.
Important or not?
All right, but be careful.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment. If only intent mattered. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp. The deceased may think otherwise. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Citizens of New Atlantis were shocked today when an unidentified assailant left several dead at the Infinity LTD building. The murders are... believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself have yet to be confirmed, but it's believed that Masako Imada, CEO of Ryujin Industries, may be involved. A series of communications between Drexler and Imada were discovered, where she encouraged Drexler to ignore approval guidelines for human trials. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Impossible. You set me up. And you freely admit it. My next question would be, who put you up to this? So this is about the money, is it? Assuming I know exactly how this situation came about, I have only a few things to say. Should Ularu run this company, the reputation of Ryujin Industries
I don't care
will
about your
change
company.
Dramatically. Her unchecked
You're all a bunch of
tactics will be
backstabbing
heavy-handed,
bastards, and you
involving
deserve what
murder
you get.
without question of both the innocent and the guilty. Ryujin may gain financial success, but the percentage is not worth the real cost. Fine. I'll see to it you get the credits. We'll be voting on the fate of Infinity Ltd. And now I also assume my position is at stake. It's very important we receive at least half the vote on both issues. The CEO rules in the event of a tie. I need you to use everything in your power to convince them. And that includes using the internal neuroamp. With the tech we've given you, I expect promises. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Show me the money, because I don't give a damn about you people.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
I take it Masako wasn't as pleased to hear the SSNN broadcasts as she thought she'd be? Of course she didn't. And now she's going to have some serious regrets about holding this upcoming board meeting. Which brings me back to you. Masako wants us to acquire Infinity Ltd., which is obviously not on my list of things to do. I need you to persuade the board members otherwise, and make sure they're on our side when I move to vote Masako out. Good. I'll be counting on it. The internal neuroamp essentially guarantees success. I figured as much. It's hard to resist the lure of having so much control over others. With Masako out of the way and the internal neuroamp finally ready for production, Ryujin Industries will be set for life. Or at least until I retire.
Or until someone decides your usefulness is at an end and you suddenly disappear. That seems to be the way things go around here.
Exactly. And all you need to do is use it to get the board on the winning side.
You have no idea what's coming. You have no idea what's coming.
Hey there. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope. Oh, well, at least tell me what you think of the neuroamp. I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day. This is groundbreaking work. My life's work. I didn't get into science and engineering to have moral debates with myself. I got into it for the discoveries and to share those discoveries with the galaxy. I leave it up to everyone else to determine what to do with them. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd. be? Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers crossed this deal goes through. I know Masako will be pushing for the acquisition. I overheard the SSNN broadcast. It didn't sound good for her. But Masako's always fully supported my work, which is really all I ask. So until proven otherwise, I'm going to support her as well. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
You're looking interesting today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why? Saving the jobs of thousands is altruistic, which is not a luxury corporations have. It's a financial burden. It would be a huge undertaking on my part. Perhaps I wanted to see if I could be convinced otherwise. It's easy to say it's the right thing to do for someone in your position. But for me, Infinity LTD is a huge financial unknown. It's high risk versus mediocre reward. This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What are your thoughts on SSNN's reports that Masako is allegedly connected to Lucas Drexler? It does, doesn't it? As someone who enjoys studying others, this is something I never thought Masako capable of. I find it difficult to believe that our CEO was truthfully involved in such endeavors. I look forward to seeing what Alexis can learn about the subject. I have faith Alexis and her team can resolve this quickly and quietly. At least as quietly as may be expected after SSNN announced it. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Don't tell me. Masako wants to make sure I'm still on her side after SSNN dropped this media bomb on us? And I don't have an agenda. Look, I know Masako sent you. She knows I want this deal as much as she does. Now that she's been tied to Lucas, buying up Infinity LTD only reinforces the narrative. It's gonna be a hard sell to make this look good. Aren't you the flatterer? You're right, of course. I've certainly handled worse. Besides, I haven't had a good challenge like this in a while. All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it. My preference? We hire from outside. Market the new leadership. The public will love the idea.
Oh, for fuck's sake. How did I get into that? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh! Save after every interaction. How did she turn no? The fuck? Just want these fucking missions done. Listen to this shit again. Fuck's sake.
I believe you were.
Yeah, I don't care.
If
Yeah,
all
whatever,
the tools that
whatever,
I hope
whatever.
You at least. Let's not bring morality into question. So now it's just a. Once the story. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through? Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Citizens of New Atlantis were shocked today when an unidentified assailant left several dead at the Infinity Ltd building. The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself have yet to be confirmed, but it's believed that Masako Imada, CEO of Ryujin Industries, may be involved. A series of communications between Drexler and Imada were discovered, where she encouraged Drexler to ignore approval guidelines for human trials. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Impossible. You set me up. And you freely So this is about the money.
That's all it's about,
Assuming
because I
know
don't care about you
should
people.
Ularu, her
You're all
Ryujin may gain
fucking
financial.
despicable
I'm not
bastards.
a fan of any of this corporate claptrap.
Yeah, neither am I, Sarah. I'm with you.
Fine. I'll see to it you get the. We'll be voting on the fate. It's very important.
Just
I
show
need
me
you
the
to
money.
Good. You'll find most of the. We'll need at least 50. I trust you'll get.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I take it Masako wasn't. Of course she didn't. And now she's going.
Yeah, I
Masako
don't
wants
care.
us to. I need you. You don't think I've weighed those possibilities? Actually, perhaps I was a little overzealous. Being able to pick and choose the talent as I see fit does have plenty of benefits. And I could hold the garnered good faith over Viv for years to come. All right, I'm convinced. But if this turns into a mistake, I'm holding you accountable. Just get the others on board. The internal neuroamp essentially guarantees success. I figured as much. With Masako out of the way and the internal neuroamp finally...
Or until someone decides.
Exactly.
to listen to them again.
I hope you're enjoying your new neuroamp. And how's my favorite Oh, well. I hope you're not actually This is groundbreaking work. Fine, fine. Make your case. There's always data against something. No. After that SSNN. It does overstep some bounds. I'll give you that. Well, this conversation's made me feel like a proper monster. But you're right. In a perfect world, tech like this is used for good. But this world is far from perfect. It is. It really is. For years, my only focus has been, is this possible? And then, how do I make it work? I never stopped to consider if it was right, or what it would mean. I guess it'll be up to a vote either way. It's not on the meeting agenda, so I assume you'll bring it up yourself? We just have to hope the others will see reason. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be? That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't mean they don't have a brilliant mind or two. I know Masako will be pushing for the acquisition. I overheard the SSNN broadcast. It didn't sound good for her. But Masako's always fully supported my work. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
You operatives really will wear anything. Just the person I wanted to see. Good. You've had the chance to encounter members. Do you think they're worth redemption? Saving the jobs of thousands is altruistic. It's a financial... This is true. Infinity never had the... Getting what few capable employees they... Next question. What are your thoughts on SSNN's reports that Masako is allegedly connected to Lucas Drexler? It does, doesn't it? As someone who enjoys... I find it difficult to... I look forward to seeing what Alexis can learn about the subject. I have faith Alexis and her team can resolve this quickly and quietly. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been. It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's our future. It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales. I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte, so you make a good point. Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but the possibility is there. It's a risk I am unwilling to take. At this time. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Ooh, look at that. Your surgical wound's healing like a dream.
Don't tell me. Well, I was on Masako's until this news dropped. Now that she's been tied to Lucas, Buying up Infinity Ltd only reinforces the narrative. It's gonna be a hard sell to make this look good. Aren't you the flatterer? You're right, of course. I've certainly handled worse. Besides, I haven't had a good challenge like this in a while. Well, you have my attention. Even if the evidence exists to clear her name, it may be hard for the public. In which case, we can't have a CEO.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just locks you in there. How do I get it? Good God.
Ooh, look at that. Your surgical wound's healing like a dream.
Don't tell me. Well, I was on Masako. Now that she's been tied, it's gonna be a hard sell. Aren't you the flatterer? You're right, of course. I've certainly handled worse. Besides, all right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it.
No, 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 no. Game is forcing me down that road. Why? Thought this was meant to be open. Thought I was meant to manipulate fucking people. Only if the game wants you to.
Ooh, look at that. Your surgical wound's healing.
Don't tell me. Well, I was. Now that she's been tied, it's gonna be a hard sell. Aren't you the flatterer? I've certainly handled. The consumer is our lifeblood, so capturing their wants and desires, of course, it's all I care about. I'm sure I wouldn't be in this position today if it wasn't. Sounds like you've got a bit of your own agenda going on. Well, let's hear it.
I don't want to go down this road. I don't want to go down this road. What happened to choice? We just leave her, I think. We ain't getting anywhere with her. Game is cheating.
Ooh, look at that. Your surgical wound's healing like a dream.
This meeting should prove. I assume Masako briefed you. Good on you.
Indeed. That technology shouldn't be used for such nefarious purposes, or in fact, any purposes at all.
If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened. Completely. I understand the success it can bring for the corporation, but my only concern here is security. It's not that the board majority fails to see the dangers. It's that they believe we can overcome them. That hubris could easily bring this corporation down one day. I only hope it won't be on my watch. You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd., we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd. is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Perhaps one of the greatest Ryujin has yet to see. Let's just hope this case surrounding her is resolved quickly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to make sure I'm prepared for this meeting.
Oh, we got them by the balls now.
So much work to do. If you need something, make it quick. I'd like to make sure my argument... You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd. Is the Pandora's box of corporations. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset. I see what you're doing. And I suppose it's working. A little. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me. Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom. Don't even get me started. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
Good
I
girl.
couldn't agree more. It should be completely banned from the settled systems.
Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but it won't be easy, and I have a lot of questions. If anyone can pull through this, though, and stay on top, it's Masako. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now, I really do need to get back to my notes.
Even if we mess up with this lady, we're good. We are good.
Don't tell me. Masako? In this business, there's always a side. Normally, I'd back Masako. But after this news, I have to revisit all my notes under a completely different light. Now that she's been tied to Lucas, buying up Infinity Ltd. Only reinforces the narrative. It's gonna be a hard sell to make this look good. Aren't you the flatterer? You're right, of course. I've certainly handled worse. Besides, I haven't had a good challenge like this in a while. All right, I suppose. So let's hear it. Even if the evidence exists to clear her name, it may be hard for the public to dissociate her from what Lucas Drexler has done. In which case, it wouldn't matter if we trusted her or not. We can't have a CEO whose name is synonymous with murder and corruption associated with the Ryujin Industries brand. My preference? We hire from outside. Market the new leadership like a phoenix rising from the ashes. The public will love the... You're not wrong. There's something to be said for loyalty and standing by your own. And well, if anyone can redeem her in the public's eyes, it's yours truly. Provided she's proven innocent, of course. And what's your second point to consider? The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech, with Ryujin at the forefront. It's not an opportunity you just walk away from. You're right. The moment you violate your customers' trust, there's a good chance they'll never come back. Even worse, you push them into the hands of your competitors. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Oh, this shit's gonna hit the fan now.
To start this meeting, let me just say that the SSNN allegations are completely false.
And you expect us to just believe that?
If they're false, how did this happen?
I'll be ordering a full investigation, but I have my suspicions, which I'll address once this meeting has concluded. Until then, I'm still CEO, and we'll be moving forward with this meeting to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Do you really think we want a potential criminal? One suspected of being the actual mole here, leading a crucial meeting like this? In fact, I propose we remove Masako as CEO altogether, and nominate myself to take her place.
You can't be serious. And you. I thought we had a deal.
Any arguments against?
Yes, on the fact that I'm innocent and completely capable of doing my job.
No one asked you, operative.
If we vote Masako out now, the public will think we're admitting her guilt without any investigation.
Yes, I find this motion to be hasty and ill-advised. Basing a critical decision off an SSNN broadcast is hardly wise.
Let's leave it up to the vote. All in favor? You're kidding, right? I hope you're all aware of the huge mistake you're making by continuing to support Masako.
Enough. At least we all know where everyone stands. Now, let's get back to focusing on what we're actually here for. All those in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's right. Regardless of the pros, the cons are too morally and ethically irresponsible to move forward with.
The moment the public gets wind of the true capabilities of this tech, we're gonna suffer severe backlash.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Vina, prep Project Dominion for storage. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
If only there were more hours in the day.
So, it looks like both Infinity Ltd and Ularu learned a lesson the hard way. It's unfortunate about Imogene, but in our business, she wasn't the first, and certainly won't be the last. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin. Lyndon and I already had that conversation, and yes, you will be getting an increase in wages from now on. I truly appreciate what you've done. No operative has held the future of this corporation in their hands like you did. I can imagine this wasn't quite the job you envisioned when Imogene first hired you. It's a lot of pressure for a new hire.
Yes, I'm proud of you as well. Ularu needed to be brought down. If you wouldn't have stopped her, who knows what she would have done next.
Ularu was the first, but she won't be the last. It comes with the territory. Imogene's instincts were right about you. It's a shame ours weren't right about her. I never would have expected to hear those two weren't on the same side. I'll need to launch an investigation to be certain, but I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it. You made the right choice in the end, didn't you? So yes, I'm promoting you. If it makes you feel better, think of it as incentive. The one thing I cannot deny is the advantage you bring to this corporation. With your new position, you now have an office with mission board access, and you're free to make your own hours. The mission board holds your assignments, and you can pick and choose to your strengths. Although, I may still have more specific assignments for you. Questions? You've already experienced the majority of what we do in your early assignments. These will be no different, although I may have more personalized assignments for you later. You'll find your new office on the operations floor. Good. You may get started at any time, but I suggest you familiarize yourself with the mission board before leaving. You've put in a lot of hard work here recently, so I understand if a vacation is in order.
Oh, you have no
Just
idea.
don't forget, you still have a job to come back to.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. Handling those tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must have been difficult. In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with them at all. Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life. It is disgusting. And I'm pleased you recognized that Ryujin almost made a grievous error in judgment. After all, based on your recommendation, they've ceased their work on that disturbing neuroamp technology. Why wouldn't I be pleased about your decision? Can you imagine if that technology had fallen into the wrong hands? The awful things you could force people to do. Oh, it's terribly frightening. Yes, quite. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. Thanks for letting me get that off my mind.
And they know me so well. Drugs, guns. Well, well, well. They look after their staff. I'll tell them that much. We'll just pick up a mission, but it'd be a long time before we do it.
Project we're working on for Miss Salzo?
What are you doing? Don't mention that out here. Follow me. Let's talk somewhere more private.
What is it? I think I found something, but it's sensitive. Do you have time to talk? It's about that special project we're working on for Miss Salzo.
What are you doing? Don't mention that out here. Follow me. Let's talk somewhere more private.
Well, there's loads of special projects going around here, isn't there?
For you, when you have a moment. So, what's new with you today? Actually, yes, I do. Here you are. We have an amazing rapport that's not only enhanced my life, but made me a better person. Anytime you want to talk about our friendship, I'm here for you. Don't stay away too long.
I used to be actually. Now look.
Relax. Your ride is safe with us. Captain Max, it is pleasant to see you.
That was fun. Now what?
Oh, another one so soon. Bloody laser weapons. Such a letdown. To the magical box of emptiness.
Time to leave this place behind. Orbital insertion completed. Switching over to standard engines.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared.
good to be home. Always a pleasure. Let's see what you've got. You be careful, okay?
What's up?
We need to go to the shops, buy some 45 ammunition, I think.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
Dusty. Dusty.
I fucking hear, Brad. I'm right in front of ya.
This is amazing.
God, you're so fucking annoying.
Unity, the multiverse. This is everything and more. Literally. Who says? Thankfully, we aren't in charge of preparing humanity for the next big milestone of our species. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule that out, but it feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot alien ghost gods or something. You're right. They've hurt us in their quest for power. They've hurt countless others. What if every other universe is in shambles because of them? We don't know. But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed space shark. There are too many variables. Yeah, even so, I don't see how we can't do this. I really don't see another option. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now? It's the nexus point for all universes with infinite possibilities. What could go wrong? Obviously, if you were ready to jump in right now, I would not be following you. I'm sorry to say. It's a huge decision. It could change who you are fundamentally. It's not like dyeing your hair gold or getting a full-body cat suit or eating a full pack of extra wild spicy chunks in under a minute. This is serious business. Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time. It's not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you. What, you think you're the only one who can walk around in a cape and tights? Granted, it's just a theory, but I venture anyone who experiences visions from touching an artifact is now connected to them. You got a vision, I got a vision. You got a power, ergo. Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit. Hey, Captain. Can I talk with you for a bit?
What?
Neon, you think it would be peaceful with all those calm waters and
Jesus
beautiful
Christ,
sunset.
do you ever stop talking, Brett?
I can't think of any town that's more stressful. Reunion, Infinity LTD, and there you were, navigating corporate bureaucracy like a professional. I hear you. Look, I know Neon is going to be Neon, no matter what any of us do about it. But I'm glad you put a stop to that neural amp tech. Nothing good was going to come from that. They could control groups, armies. They could have become a military power. I guess we'll find out if we can trust them if you suddenly start coming after all of us, huh? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, not that I care a ton about the internal politics of some ethically dubious megacorp, but... So, Masako, huh? I mean, between her and Ularu Chen, I get it, but you don't trust her, do you? Well, I trust you, and I'm glad the choice was yours and not mine. Anyway, you didn't happen to pick up any investment tips while you were in there? Just kidding. I don't even want to know. My friend. Sure.
Welcome to the Cowboy Club.
Take some time out of our wild adventures and just have a nice chat.
Not having any wild adventures, Barrett.
Must be cool.
I have something for you.
Let's put this bird into space. achieving orbit now. Smooth jump. Nice work.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Hey, you might want this.
I don't want it, Brett. Leave me alone. Give me a hat. Wasn't that by
Look,
silence?
I hung around here as a kid. Now I realize how dangerous that could be.
Don't tell me she has a mission for me already.
I can feel the life and happiness draining from my body already.
What is it? You're interrupting me. Is
Hey,
this
you
time
wanted to
accounted
talk
for?
to me. Yeah, put him across with this time block.
We're on a strict schedule. I just want to make sure this impromptu meeting is properly tracked. I will take that as a no. It's not accounted for. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure. Ms. Yuko Serrano? Senior Operations Specialist at Ryujin Industries? She's one of the heads of the department you're standing in. Hold on. I didn't say we should stop. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion. I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you of another common phrase: loose lips sink ships. So, be cautious around the office and discuss intel at your peril. Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is an exception. Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me. It's not a matter of trust, but one of time. I have little to spare. You do not. Pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct. Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time. Perhaps I can best explain with an analogy. There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or...
Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't care. Go, shut up.
I agree, which is why I choose to help those born into poverty. I know what you're thinking, but I also believe in equity. So I try my best to... The smells alone. But as much as when you spend all day, the time I spend... Contractually, yes, but normally I do This incident is... as you were.
As you were.
For you.
Ready to eat? Hey there. Welcome to Off-World Eats. Feel like taking your taste buds on a trip around the settled systems? Fantastic! My husband... You can't find this step. Visitors and transplant. Turns out that... to do that, we need to... That's how we're operating right now. It's terribly expensive. La Tora, you're not here to listen to my life story. You're... Well, let me stop talking. That would be so helpful. Thank you. What I need are any sort of exotic organic ingredients harvested from creatures or plants. Excellent. Oh, there's one important thing you should keep in mind. Be careful when you're collecting. It's not worth getting hurt trying to harvest ingredients from a... We have delicacies from across the settled systems. Remember us next time you're craving a good meal.
It's nice to see a friendly face. Oh, there you are. I'm feeling a bit better today. Sorry about all that before. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth. You're damn right I do. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me. Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you. The truth is all I've ever wanted. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience. Sure, I suppose that would be fine. Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen. Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me. My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdyne and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, we're I'm just trying to make a living. It was nice speaking to you.
If you got any spare creds, I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare? Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment. About 6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice, and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it. I don't know. You can learn something from just about anyone. But I did put you on the spot, so no biggie. Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress. Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the trawl store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough. Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. But that won't happen with this slate. It's like wind-resistant. I do. I write them on napkins you get from the eateries, and I use sauce packets for ink. It's not a perfect system, but it's pretty damn close. Way ahead of you, Chief. I was gonna wipe that slate like a dirty counter. You tell your pal at Ryujin, all his weird corporate secrets are safe. Got any creds to spare? Wow, you really did me a solid, Chief. I've got no words. Oh, it's all right. Once per day is enough. I don't want you to go poor. Thanks again for the creds.
Here's where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean creating Aurora out of fish guts, I guess.
Yeah. I know this place.
And that's how my parents ended up settling here.
Behold, the Emporium. The outer space world unlike any other in the settled systems.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man, New Atlantis gets crazier by the day.
The Astro Lounge. Not really my cup of tea, as it were, but I'll follow your lead.
Not really your cup of tea. Who are you kidding, Brett?
As technicians, we make it quick. I have a deadline. I see. That is Actually, an acceptable outcome. Given my deadline, I'll go ahead and rewrite the data and pass it on to the operative. If the data on the original slate has been erased, then no harm is done, save for the cost of the hardware. The cost will come out of your reward, of course, you understand. But thank you for your efforts all the same.
Yeah, don't contact me again. Get your own stuff.
You might want this.
I don't, Brett. I don't.
What can I get you today? I hope you aren't here to cause any trouble. Made a fresh mix of velocity just for you. Can I get you something? But of course.
What am I doing wrong?
Pull up a chair and that. On my home planet, we have now. I think it's a down. That is the S. Unfortunately, let's just say I was. Administrator Bayou has forbidden any place other than the Astral Lounge from selling Aurora. Now, if Euphorica wants to sell it in our members' lounge, Or Legrand wants to mix it into blend, that's their choice. Moi, I prefer to stay off of Bayou's radar and keep Neon security off my back. All you have to do is ask.
Velocity's such a grab ride.
Well, that fucking mission is broken.
Some kind of checkpoint ahead. See that huge shield? It's part of the power system. Lightning provides a substantial amount of Neon's energy.
Greetings, Captain.
Welcome home, folks.
If I can help you with anything, just say the word. What's up?
I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments. I think it is perhaps for the best that the research program will come to an end. Where that neuroamp technology could lead, there are many bad outcomes. Too many. Except you, perhaps. You do still have one in your head. I consider this to be a much safer outcome than nearly any other. And before you joke, yes, that is a compliment. And if you are the only one with this neuroamp, I know exactly who to keep an eye on. I suggest you keep that in mind. With the neuroamp matter settled, we should move on to other things, yes?
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here. Stay in orbit or jump. Your call. Grav jump complete.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete.
New Atlantis is the shining beacon of humanity these days, so they say. I'd argue that the beacon of humanity This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
If you want to talk, make it quick. I think I'm late for Noelle's science lesson.
It's the only one I've got. Shit. It's the only one I've got. I was hoping for something more better than that. Well, shit. I will have to do, I guess.
way, Captain. Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Yeah, I'm on the way. Let's stop off at Mass first. Get some more pirate scavenger killing jobs.
They drive a pretty hard bargain for new recruits. I certainly couldn't say no.
Had a question? Need someone to investigate a couple. You interested? All right, let's get you the details. Here we go. You're authorized to eliminate any hostiles you find in that sector. Space Captain, something up? Sure thing. You ready to head out right now? Let's get to the details. Do us proud. Just need to... Coordinates sent. Mission specs the same as before. Find the morph and exterminate. Good hunting.
Yeah?
That is convenient, but riding right after eating can give you stomach aches. Every time I see that statue, I feel a little bit more moved. Can't really explain why, but I do. Oh yeah, that's UC Security. They're busier than normal these days, it seems.
If it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. I do. Thanks to you, the spaceport is up and running again, which is good for commerce, but also for smugglers. We've received a tip that someone has been bringing in contraband into New Atlantis through the spaceport, and we need to investigate. Great. First, speak to one of the technicians over by landing pad B. Ask them if they've noticed any suspicious activity. Once you've gotten a lead, cross-reference their testimony with ship records over at Aegis. When you're done, report back to me with your findings. Remember that job you did for Agent Plato? I finally had a reason to call in that favor he owes us. I asked him to pull the names and cargo of every potential smuggling ship that docked in the last month. He said he'll have a slate ready for you to examine. There should be a few working on the landing pads. If they don't know anything, move on to another. Right now, we don't have any good leads. But if anyone's seen anything, it will give us something to go on. It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people. Hopefully the recent hires we've had will help solve that. Well, technology-wise, criminals have always been one step ahead. No different now than it was centuries ago. Smugglers often have a fancy shielding or scan jammers that allow them to evade the checks. But luckily, we can still use old-fashioned detective work to track these criminals down. See you later.
See you later, boss. See you later.
the spacers, scumbags, and scavengers. You'll be scanned as you enter the city.
It's good to be home, right? Okay. Scan me.
Captain Max, hello. I am satisfied.
Back in the lap of luxury right
I always enjoy these moments.
If you need something, I've got your back.
What was it? Did you see something?
Liftoff looks good. All systems normal. Aim point reached. Orbit stable. Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place.
Dan acknowledging incoming hail. Docking Bay 1 is free.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
You might want this.
I bet you I don't.
Hello.
Hard to believe this place is still intact. But the military is nothing if not resilient.
Yes, of course.
Did someone leave some food out before we left? Whoa.
Well, if you don't like it, you can always leave. You know where the airlock is.
Happy to listen.
not messing around.
You better believe it. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, you're up. Perfect.
Don't get too comfortable, Brett. Don't get too bloody comfortable.
We have so much to do, to see.
It is pleasing to speak with you.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete. Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Gear looks clean.
That's the
Ready
temple.
to land.
I would love to see this.
These suits separate us from certain peril. Such a thin garment considering the weight riding on that promise. No matter how many times we see you, always going to be impressed. Hello,
so many
universe.
questions come to mind. I don't even
This
know
is
where to
Barrett.
start.
Turning your call.
What in the... Who in the... This takes enormous concentration. You've got to be joking. Nope. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what have I done to the universe? 2 Barretts.
Agreed.
No!
Forming a hypothesis. You know, my captain asked the same thing. Different captain, though, so you aren't an exact facsimile. From my readings, you don't have your appendix, and you're a quarter of a centimeter taller than me. Minor differences, but fascinating. I wonder what else is different. Molecular binary schism? Temporal twinning? Group hallucination? Don't forget the fluctuations in the energy patterns, which align almost deterministically. Harmonized vibrations distorting some mechanical barrier between neighboring universes? Impossible to know with such a minute subset of readings. We need more data. Obviously. Why stop at 2? It won't work. The energy required increases exponentially per anomaly. I'm already exhausted. In a way that's hard to describe. Not physically or mentally, but something else. Sorry, friend. You'll feel right as rain when I dissipate. I'll be Barrett Prime. Amundsen is fine. Usually the barrier between us is too thick to communicate much anyway. Amundsen? Now I know you're not me. Hey, one of us has to keep it classy. Whoa there. Sustaining this connection requires a lot of concentration. Is this permanent? You will eventually monitor the energy fluctuations and agree. But no, this is unusual. I could study this forever. Irvin told me to just enjoy it and collect data on the side for later. And I'm glad I did. Irvin? He's with you. He's... okay? By the tone of your voice, I'm gathering some things in our lives might be a bit different. Is he happy? Yes, he is. Our daughter pilots the ship after Vasco was destroyed. But otherwise, we've survived the war well. Going on 20 years now. But we're starting to turn the tide. Imagine all of the variations. It's endless. Oh, man. I only hope the new one we're building is just as salty as the last one. Amazing. Sounds like you don't have a daughter here, I take it. No. We talked about it, but no. We named her after Aja, my mentor. She died in the crossfire between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective decades ago. For me, Irvin died instead of Aja in that crossfire. She's best friends with Cora, and she's smart as hell. Of course she is. It's been so long. The horror of the infinite is the inclusion of the unimaginable. I promise. He's happy. We're happy. I have so many questions. I wonder how many paths I've taken. We've taken. How many variations. How many ended with heartache and how many with joy? I think about that all the time. Wait. What's that noise? Starborn ship. What happens for any of us? I don't think it works that way, though. Maybe I'm just a construct or a memory. I don't know. But I don't feel pain. Good to know. No idea. This isn't how the power works for me. I've never had a conversation with myself before. You pretty much know everything I do now anyway. More than I ever hoped for. We can handle this. On it. Something happened. I can't hold on to you. I'm struggling. Being pulled through the barrier. This is probably it, friends. Amundsen, cherish every moment with them.
I already do, my friend. I promise.
So look, for the record, I am the same Barrett that came here with you. For sure. I think. Is the ship my secret lair, then? I guess? I would have preferred something with more seating. And maybe a fireplace. Something cozy. Oh, well. Hey, at least I didn't pull an army of me's out of thin air, right? Imagine that. Besides, it is a bit exhausting to sustain just one extra me. Anyway, it's a relief, you know. I have this ability, this power. And I'm still just me. Just regular Barrett. And I already feel like it's subsiding. I no longer feel like I'm in a huge crowd. Yes, though it takes a lot of concentration. If I do it a lot, I bet I'd give myself a headache. From myself. I'm my own migraine.
I know how that feels.
I thought so too. Other me, other Barrett, seemed like he was able to handle himself well in that fight. Anyway, we'll see. If the other me gets in the way, I can just release him, or stop using the power entirely. For now, I just need to use this power a bit and digest what all has happened. That's pretty exhausting, really. So I might only do it when I feel like we could use backup. For now, anyway. One of my first jobs was scanning everything on lifeless moons. Boring? Peaceful is more like it.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Hey, Dave. Level 57. Hi.
A peculiar mix
Sorry, I
of
was...
extraordinary and practical.
Oh my god, stop talking to me, people. Can't spend it though. I need to keep it for... I need to keep it for our... I need to get this done. I need to kill 20 people in 0G. And then we get this one. One faster after combat, sliding or melting. Increased jump height. That's what I want. That's what I want. Sarah, we can get back together now. Where are you? You're not Sarah. Where is Sarah? Sarah. Where is Sarah? Hello? Hello?
Back,
Yeah.
eh?
20
How's
kills.
the pay there? Glad to see you again. Yes, yes, absolutely.
Sarah! Sarah, good to see you again, my dear friend. I expect to hear some exciting tales when you two return.
I'll try, but I doubt any of them will compare to the spectacular tales that we hear you spin. Sure it's safe out there.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied.
Clearing out spaces from casino you get at Viewport, New Atlantis. Nice. Viewport, New Atlantis. Alright, well, we'll go there though. Then, get it. See, I don't know which one is the new one. This one? No. That one? Oh yeah, that one. Mission terminal. Got it. Okay. Thanks, Dev. Much appreciated, buddy.
Tapped into the universe itself.
We don't need a cutter no more. I am the cutter. This is so close, we might as well check this out. I guess so. Element pull 25. Now this is a small little place, isn't it? Yeah, 25. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Weird. Weird.
This place. Get out.
Oh, I thought you were good people. You're not good people. Oh, they're bloody attacking me now. Power! Hey, there's quite a few of them, isn't there? Yeah, I don't mind. Their fire gives them away. I mean, God knows they need any.
Don't leave any of that behind.
God knows they need any kind of help. I'll give them to her. I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. It's as long as they don't freeze me in place and stop me reloading my gun. I don't care. Go invisible. It's not going to do you any good. Looks like they got hit by a meteor or something. First time seeing this PRI, I think. Even if it's a small one. I don't mind fighting invisible bad guys, you know, because the the guns are going to give them away. You're going to see the point of where they're firing from. See the same for the middle. I don't mind that. It's when they start throwing stuff that cancels out your movement, cancels out the only way you have to fight them. That's what I hate in video games. When the game cheats, you know? When the game couldn't make it fun, so they cheat. Well, I have a sword too. I have a pretty tasty sword. I picked it up last night doing them god awful Rahijan, them corporate missions. They're terrible. They're terrible, Dave. You didn't miss much last night, I tell ya. Just me losing my shit doing terrible missions. Yeah, I got them done today. Woo! We're done. Got them done today, thank God. They're terrible. I wonder what the community thinks about them missions. Am I in the minority? Am I wrong? But they're terrible missions. Terrible. They drove me insane, man. Oh, we banned the mind control thing and we kept the old lady on. So they're not making the mind control device. And we kept the old lady on. I betrayed the young girl. She was a psycho murdering crazy woman, so... I didn't enjoy the missions at all. Not one bit. Yeah, that's what I did. I think this gun might be better with a scope on it. There may be a place to get more digipics if you ever run low. Yeah, if you want to tell me where it is, I don't mind. I'm gonna head over to that place you told me. The mission terminal in New Atlantis. Viewport. Gonna head over there now.
Escape trajectory plotted.
Oh, right. Why'd you... I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. It scared me. Why'd you... Ujin? Why Ujin? Yeah, I hated everybody in that building. They have to be the worst crests in the game. They have, you know. Oh man, they broke me. They broke me. Why Ujin? Right, Ujin. I don't know. It's just Irish people we have bad time with other languages. We just do. We have a hard time with our own language. Never mind anybody else's. Right, where is that? Alpha Centauri? New Atlantis. New Atlantis, okay.
Need a hand?
until you see space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Hey, thanks for interrupting my daydream.
Get out of the way, Jasmine. Yes. Yes, I am. Good one. Good one. Good one. No, I like Jasmine. She robs stuff.
Hey, my guns could use a bit of work too.
I gave you good guns. Don't lie to me. Hang on. Oh yeah, they're the same. Yeah, okay. I think she's talking about her arms. Oh yeah, yeah, her.
You're
Yeah,
the soundest sleeper I've ever seen.
that's what I meant. Yeah. Why are you
got
still
my
here?
Undivided attention.
No, I don't think they do. No, no, no. I've already been driven to drink. I have a missus. I have a woman in my life. I've been there for years. I've been driven to drink for years. He says in a hushed voice, in case the woman obviously hears what he's talking about. Dead man walking. Let me see now. What am I doing? I'm getting rid of shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting rid of stuff I'm not using.
Yes? You need something?
Clear up my gun box. Not gonna use that. Not gonna use that. Do I need 2 of them? Oh, we could always give them to people, couldn't we? We could. Could always break them out in case of an emergency. I have a third one. Space adapt. So we get our 15% back when we aim down the sights. That's not bad, I guess. That's a good deal, I guess. Oh, I'm not selling them. I'm just going to put them in the forever box. The box of forgetfulness.
Looking swell today, cop.
When things go to be forgotten.
Mind bunking on the ship, but nothing is better than unwinding in your own quarters. Oh yeah, we got a cool stealth suit from the company. It's one of the two good things happened in them company missions. We got a stealth suit, which is pretty tasty, and we got a really badass katana. I mean, the katana is off the charts. I mean, look at that. 10% against humans. Randomly applies bleeds. The target. Titanium build. Materials make this weapon as light as a feather. So why not carry it? Well, it's a katana, so it kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Yes,
badass. He's a badass.
A lot on your mind? Feel free to drop some stuff. Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime.
Is there such a thing? Right, viewpoint. Is that a hotel? Do you know where viewpoint is in this place? Viewport bar. Right. Residential, is it? Residential district? I'm taking Spaceport. Okay. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, I think I know where it is. Ooh. Yo, lifesaver with that mission, man. Lifesaver. Oh, God.
Captain Max, greetings.
Right, where... Oh, please, game, don't crash on me now. Not now. It's gone. They need to fix that. It's getting tiring now. Alright. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's a Dad's Army reference. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Well, I think I've seen people playing that mission. I think I've seen clips of it. It seems like there's a lot of scavengers in it. Yeah, it would be nice if that was the case. It would be nice. Because what I've been doing is attacking ships, getting jobs off SIF Def, the system defense guys, and knocking out their gravity. But sometimes it doesn't work. But I think that was my fault. But that's how I got the last one, where I only needed to kill 5 of them. We did that fairly easy. But 20, that's a lot of ships. That's like 4 ships probably. I'd rather just get it done in one go. That mission sounds right up my alley. Whoa, someone just did a jig on my grave. That's nice. It's coming up to 5. I don't think we'll get the mission done today. I promised the missus I'll be out at 5 and cook some dinner. I might not be on later. I think, you know, I think she wants me to spend more time with her. And, you know, I think she's right. Maybe I should spend more time with her. No problem, Dev. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Right, let's look at the ground so it's not trying to calculate the whole city. I want to know where bread is. I will, Div. No problem, buddy. No problem, man. Crew. Where's Brad? The lodge. Alright. He's happy at the lodge. Best place for him, I think. Right. The viewpoint bar. Let's see if we
You'll
can.
Be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Hotel and shopping.
Okay. No bounty.
The viewport. There we go. We got it. Unfortunately, Dave, it doesn't seem to be there, buddy. All I got is Crimson Fleet and delivery missions and a server mission that pays 7,000. That's good money. That could take a lot of time. Yeah, it's not there, buddy. I guess we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Kill ships. Yeah, just do it the old-fashioned way.
Never a dull day in the big city.
Well, Sarah, I don't think you're allowed behind there, sweetheart.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Ooh, you just throw me chunks. Alright. I'm gonna leave it there, boys and girls. I gotta cook some din-dins and spend some time with the missus. Well, we'll check Aquila next time. Alright, buddy. I'll catch you later. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you over the weekend, I'll definitely see you all Monday, alright? Have a good one. All bets are off this weekend. I'll see you. You'll see me when you see me. But yeah, you'll definitely see me Monday. Alright. Have a good one, guys and girls. See you later, Dave. Have a good one, buddy. I might be back later. I don't know. Yeah. See me when you see me, Dave. I'll catch you later, buddy. Have a great weekend, bud.